Welcome to another episode of ChamberTalk, the podcast from the Antelope Valley Chambers of Commerce. My name is Mark Hemstreet. I'm the CEO for the Antelope Valley Chambers of Commerce. And today my guest is Christine Ellis, and she's with the Havens Antelope Valley. Welcome, Christine. Glad to have you on the show.
Thank you so much, Mark. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Wonderful. Hey, let's get started. So tell me a little bit about your background. How did you get into, let's start first, the Havens. What is the Havens Antelope Valley?
The Havens is an assisted living community. We have 94 apartments. We are there for every aspect of senior living, anywhere from total care. We have 24-hour nursing available, 24-hour medication technicians. Anything you need, we're there for your needs.
Okay, so now we know what the Havens is, and we know we're located in the Antelope Valley in Lancaster because it's the Havens Antelope Valley, so we know that. So Christine, tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you get into retirement living management?
I started in skilled nursing about 30 years ago, did that for about 10 years, admissions, and wanted to see the other side, so wanted to be able to have fun with some residents, so went to assisted living. And I just love it. It's like going to work with 100 grandparents every day. So it's fabulous. I love it. Started out as an activities director. Did that for a few years. Moved into concierge and now do sales and marketing. And it's wonderful. I get to go out to the community, meet a lot of families, meet a lot of people, get to work with the chamber as an ambassador as well, and just have a lot of fun in the community. The Antelope Valley is a wonderful place to meet people. We have a lot of wonderful seniors here, like when we do our senior expo every year, and we have just a ton of seniors that go through that. It's just a fabulous place.
Nice. So I kind of wanted to get into kind of the process of that. Let's say like myself, for example, my father is in his mid-90s, still lives independently at the house for the last 65 years. He's been there, probably more than 65 years, but yeah, and but he's getting to the point that care is getting more difficult for him, and just being independent in your mid-90s is just not easy. So kind of walk us through how you transition. How do you, because I know you do a lot of work helping the families make that transition to a retirement home. So kind of walk us through the process. How do you guide people in helping them to bring their parents to a facility like the Havens?
Well, we're there to make the transition as easy as possible for the resident as well as the family. So say, for instance, you came to me, we would walk through the process as far as finding out a little bit about your dad. We want to find out what his needs are. Has he fallen? What he likes, what he doesn't like. What does he do on a daily basis? I want to find out as much as I can about him and his overall daily living. I want to find out his health, who his primary doctors are. Have you come and visit the community and walk you through that process. You come in, you see our community, you leave a deposit with me, you pick out your apartment, we go through the process with the physician. Our nurses do an assessment with your father, and then we move him into our community. We make it just as smooth and easy as possible.
So you're talking with the kids first, right, to get that type of information. Then do you also set up like an interview with the actual person coming in and work with them and kind of, because I know with my father, he doesn't want to go to a retirement home, right, or as I said, used to old folks home. Who wants to? None of us want to get old, so who wants to go to an old folks home? Not me. But at some point, you got to make that transition. So, what type of things do you encounter with families that are dealing with that? How do you help them get through that or get them through it?
Well, when they come to see our community, they can see all the wonderful options that we have available. We have a wonderful activities department. We have a fitness. We have so many different things in our community. We have our dining room, which is like a restaurant-style dining. They can come in, sit down, have a wonderful meal with our chef. We have lots of other residents. We have a welcome committee, ambassadors in our community as well. So when somebody visits our community, we want them to go through that experience. So for instance, if your father came to visit, I would want to invite him for lunch so that he could experience that visit and be able to sit down in the dining room, have a meal, and experience what it would be like living in our community.
Very nice. And then like, I mean, so COVID's made a big impact throughout our lives this past year. And I think we're finally getting to the point that we're getting past it. We're not quite there yet, but maybe in a couple of months we'll get back to more normal. How's that impacted your residents?
It's impacted them a great deal. We are working with them as far as doing things when they had to stay in their apartments and stay in the community. We incorporated things to do with our activities director to keep them active in their community. We have Genesis Rehab that's now a part of our community that does exercise programs with them, keeps them active on a daily basis. So we're trying to thrive within our community, and we're having great success at it. We're very blessed. We have wonderful staff and wonderful residents in our community. So we're very active there, and we've been doing great at it. So we're finally starting to open up and having to be able to go out and do things and having visits. We have visits going on in our courtyard. And we're very blessed to have wonderful residents with our families. Families are coming in and doing visits as well.
That's nice.
So, and we stay in touch with them. We send letters, calls, and keep everybody apprised on what's going on in the community as well on a regular basis.
That's great. Yeah, I know one of the reasons that a lot of people, have their parents go into a retirement home is for that companionship of just other seniors. I know my dad likes to joke around and say, I have to keep meeting new friends because all my friends keep dying. So yeah, okay, I get that. But this is a place where actually there are lots of people that can be his friend, and he can get to know them and build those relationships and have that companionship of or camaraderie, I should say, maybe fellowship there that he can share with a community, especially as he becomes less and less mobile, throughout the years. I mean, he still gets around fine right now, but
socialization is a big part of a senior's life. We find that when we do home visits, they may say that they have a 5-bedroom home. And one of the questions I ask is, how many rooms are you using in your 5-bedroom home? A lot of times they're using the bathroom, the kitchen, and the bedroom, and they're going from one to the other. So in our community, they find that they're able to use a lot of different spaces, and they're able to meet a lot of people their own age. The socialization is so important because when they're in their home during COVID, a perfect example, when you talk to them, they say, I'm fine, I want to stay at home, I feel safer here. But they're not getting their nutritional needs. They're not getting their protein. They're not socializing. The TV is their only comfort. They're microwaving their food. They're eating sandwiches. So when they come to our community, they're getting the nutritional needs that they need. They're getting that socialization they need. They're getting the care that they need. And we're able to provide all of those things for them. And they thrive in a different way, and when they come in and you see that, it really is, it's hard to describe, but it's just heartwarming to watch them come alive again, and see them when they start making friends, and you see them out and fireside chat and doing things. It's wonderful.
That's great. So, I mean, I know that a lot of different retirement homes have different styles of care or different levels of care, I guess is a better way of saying it. I know. So maybe we can talk a little bit about what are the different levels of care for people going into retirement homes.
We have different levels. We have levels 1 through 6. We can do anything from medication management, shower assistance, escorts, dressing, depending on what their needs are. When we send a physician's report out to the physician, they fill that out. And then when that comes back to us and our nurses do an assessment, they break that down, and that's how when they sit with the resident and figure out what their needs are. So the doctor may say, for instance, that they can't do their own medications. So that's how they figure the level of care for that resident.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, so we have a basic level of care, and then we progress to what?
To different levels.
So what would be like level?
System. So level 1 is 0 to 15. Level 2 would be 16 to 30, and it goes into those points depending on, say, for instance, showers. 2 showers would be 10 points, for instance. So it would be go in that category. And our clinical makes those decisions and figures that out with our physician. So we have 2 wonderful LVNs on staff. We have a health and wellness director and a health and wellness coordinator that coordinate that care plan for that resident.
Okay. What would be your highest level that you have? What services are included in that?
That would be quite a few things. They would have to be pretty high level. If we were doing, say, toileting, showering, escorts, pretty high care. But we can even have hospice in our community as well. So we can do high levels of care.
Okay. What else am I missing here? So let's talk a little bit about recreation. And we'll kind of say non-COVID recreation that we're getting back to.
Fun time.
Residents want to have fun, obviously.
Absolutely.
Not just the fellowship and having people that they can converse with and dine with. You have a beautiful dining room there that they can sit down and have a meal. Mm-hmm. But that's not really recreation. Although it is part, I think. Because it's socialization.
We do have a full-size bus and 2 small vans. We go out on outings. We go out to the grocery store. We go out to the 99-cent store, Trader Joe's. Sometimes we go down to the Cheesecake Factory. We may go up to the bakery up in Tehachapi. Sometimes we just get on the bus and go on and out about. Nobody knows where we're going. We just get in the bus and go. Stop for dessert someplace just to get out and enjoy the weather. We do go out to the grocery store every week. So we have a full activities department. We also have live entertainers that come into our community. This month is Jazz Month. So we have Mark coming in and doing his saxophone in the community this month. So we're very excited about that. We have happy hour, donut socials, coffee socials. So we do quite a bit.
Nice. And then as far as like physical activities, getting them up off their backsides and doing stuff, what do you guys do for that?
We have some form of exercise every day. We do have Genesis, like I said, in our community, and they do exercise with our residents. Before COVID, we were having Tai Chi exercise, and we're starting to bring that back. And we also have our fitness room upstairs where we have we can do fitness every day in our fitness area. So we try to keep quite lively. We do walking. We have walking club. And,
nice.
Mm-hmm.
They walk. Walking exterior areas and not just inside.
We have a walking path that goes all the way around our community. We have little sitting areas where they can take breaks, but we have quite a few residents that walk every day.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Good way to get some exercise in.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? It's a good way for us on break time to take a little exercise too. We all need to do that and take a stretch. And we have one gentleman that walks it. He goes around the building a total of 7 times a day. So it's about 2.5 miles he does every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
I need to start walking with him.
Just take your dog out with you.
I know, right?
You'll get that 2.5 miles in no time.
And exactly.
And then as far as like do you have like clubs like for like card games or knitting or stuff like that going on?
We've always got something going on. We have Polish poker. We've got bingo. We have painting classes, Rummy Cube. They've got something going on all the time. Full activity schedule. So anytime you want to come over and have some fun, just let me know.
Come over and play bingo.
Come over and play some Texas Hold'em. Yeah. The guys love the Texas Hold'em. We have a Christian fellowship that our residents hold themselves. We also do live stream with Lancaster Baptist on Sundays. And then we have our root beer float social after. So
Fun.
We do a luau every year. We do a shaved ice event. We've got a lot of things happening.
A lot of things going on, which is great because that's what keeps them young is keeping active and keeping their brain moving. And
absolutely, we do the brain fit as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think those are great activities for seniors that and sometimes need that push.
Yes, you need to stay active. We do the We Fit as well, which we have a lot of fun with that. We just started our pineapple bowling up again. They love that. It's a great competition. So we've got a couple of bridge players, a couple of pinochle players. So we're starting to get chess out. So we're looking at having some more chess people come in and get active with that. So yeah, we're quite active. But we have a lot of fun. We had a great time with our craft fair and car show.
Just the other day.
Izzy's Tacos. That was a great event. We had quite a few people that came. We ended up with probably over 300 people that showed up that day.
Wow.
So it was a great event.
Turnout.
Yeah, we had a great turnout. We had a lot of fun.
And I saw the seniors got to get out there and take a look at the cars, and the craft booths that you had out there was kind of nice.
Oh, yeah. And it was a beautiful weather for it. Couldn't have asked for a better day.
Yeah, it was absolutely gorgeous out there on that Saturday. So
yeah, we had a great time.
It was a lot of fun. We enjoyed coming out and seeing you guys too. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm with Christine Ellis with the Havens Antelope Valley, a beautiful retirement home located in Lancaster. How do they get a hold of you?
You can call me at 661-723-8525, or you can just stop by at 43051 15th Street West. We're right across the street from Kaiser.
Not the Butterfly Building, but the other building off 15th. Of 15th Street West.
15th Street West.
Just west of the 14 freeway between avenues
L and K8.
And K. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Come by and see me anytime.
Come by and see Christine if your parents are getting to that age, or if you yourself are getting to that age and thinking, I think I need to take it a little bit easier. I think I want someone to make my meals for me. I know you've talked to me about it, and well, not for me, but not that far off yet. But talking about what's included in the 3 meals. I know you said you also have someone that comes in housekeeping. Does housekeeping for you once a week?
We come in and do when you move into our community. Your 3 meals are included. We come in once a week and do your housekeeping. We do the linen from your bed, the linen from your bathroom. We also do 1 load of your personal laundry. Your cable is included and your utilities are included. Your care is a separate cost and determined with your levels. Mm-hmm. And your phone is separate. But all the other things are included. So come by and have a free visit and have some lunch with me and have a great time.
Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah.
I might take you up on that.
I'd love it.
Thank you. So I appreciate you coming in today, Christine. And
thanks for having me.
This is ChamberTalk, the Antelope Valley Chambers of Commerce podcast. Trying to get building up our library here for you. And I thank you, Christine. And my name is Mark Hemstreet. I'm the CEO. And thank you all for listening.
Have a great day.